So the other day we were doing a load of laundry and I smelled burning. And we have a Speed Queen. So I took the front cover off, I thought we would just find a belt burnt up. But, let me get a light on for you. So, here's the belt here. I'm sorry, here. And that's not burnt up. I don't really have a good angle of it, but the belt's actually fine. So what could be another cause of that burning smell? Well, might be this guy right here. This is a capacitor. A capacitor, when you turn power on, it stores up enough energy to start your motor to get it spinning. And then usually there's a start capacitor that gets your engine running, and then your motor will continue running after it uses the energy to get it started. So let's pull this off and test it and see if it's bad. Okay, so we do have the power off or unplugged. And the thing is, these capacitors they're designed to store power, so make sure you discharge them before you touch them, which I'll show you. So on the other side of this are two connections. What you want to do is take something metal like this screwdriver that's insulated and touch those two connections together, and that should discharge your capacitor. So let me do that first. Okay, now we can take it off. Okay, now if you look at this, we're looking for that symbol right there. Can you see that? That means microfarads, and it's rated for 233 to 280. So let's get our handy meter out. Okay, so we got our trusty meter out, and the first thing we can do with our capacitor is... Can you smell that? Give it the smell test. If it smells burnt, it's probably bad, but on our meter, you were looking for this symbol. That's your capacitor symbol.
I don't think it smells like burnt.
You don't think it smells burnt?
No.
And you'll see up in the corner is the microfarad symbol. So let's put it on our leads here. And we get 234. And if we look at this rating again, it's rated 233 to 280. So we're right at the bottom of this capacitor. Probably enough to where it is bad. Let's get a new one. Okay, so we got our new capacitor in the mail. I called around to different appliance stores and none of them had them in stock. So we ordered one offline. They're relatively cheap. I think this one was like $12. But let's see how much smoke they packed into this one, and that's 303. So that's a little bit high. It's rated for 280, but 303 is fine. That's what we want. So as always, match up your old part and the new part. This one will fit in that holster part just fine. So let's get this mounted, plug it in. Don't be worried about capacitors. If there's just two tabs, there's no polarity. There's no certain way it has to go together. So if there's more than two tabs or different wires on here, I would mark those or take a picture with your phone. That way you know how it goes back together. This capacitor is not fitting real tight. So what I'm going to do, without blocking the information I need to, I'm just going to wrap this in electrical tape to make it a little thicker, and then that way That way it'll fit nice and snug on there, because remember your washing machine bumps and rattles around and vibrates and washes your clothes. There you have it. There is a simple way to change the capacitor on your Speed Queen. I'm sure you've seen one washing machine, you've seen them all. So if it's not a Speed Queen, I'm sure it will work for yours. This might just be a different configuration down there. But also consider this friendly reminder. Your supply lines for your hot and cold water, I think they're rated for every 7 years. Probably time to do those. So again, these are some stainless steel ones. I think these ones have a 5-year warranty. You would think those are better than just the rubber ones that you would get. But there's your friendly reminder. While you're doing this, think about the last time you've done those, because those will burst. They get old, broken down, cracked, and then they'll flood your house full of water. So, hey guys, thanks for watching.